I'm Laura Bleasby. I'm Development Manager at Minster Law, and my role here is to look after the competency and route to competency career development of all the colleagues that work for Minster. Yeah, so Minster Law is a personal injury firm and we specialise in road traffic accidents, although we do also offer other services through our insurance providers. We're a business-to-business company and we operate in the Wakefield area. We've got that one office and we have around 550 staff that currently work for us in both operations and support.
Great.
So we've recently looked at our development strategy. As we've moved to one site, we're also looking to be a more flexible working environment and to provide that flexibility to both our customers as well as our colleagues that work here at Minster. So we've been really looking and challenging ourselves on actually how we deliver training. We really don't want it to be classroom based as much as possible. We want to give it to that real learner-led feel and enable people to be able to do the training as and when it suits them and really benefit from it and make it as bespoke as we possibly can. So the courses that we chose were coaching, conversations and motivating teams, and we chose them specifically because we have looked to upskill our new team leader population within Minster Law. So it's people that are quite new to role, it's a new role that we've brought in to our operational area, and it's something that we felt was fundamental for that role, is the ability to coach and develop people in an ongoing day-to-day environment. Both of those courses seem to fit perfectly with what we needed.
One of the things that we really liked about this e-lesson in particular is the way it's all broken down into different modules, because what we found is it lends itself to be part of a much bigger programme. We turned each of these modules into a 1-hour workshop as well.
Okay.
And then in the workshop, rather than going over any new content, because they've learned the content in the e-lesson, we're applying it, we're practicing it, we're reflecting, we're discussing, and sharing their experiences.
We don't want to say we've trained 10 people. We want to say of this 8-week programme, we've coached 20.
Yes.
So we've upskilled 10 and we've coached 20,
yes.
So we've actually touched 30 people.
So it's gone wider than that.
Yeah, because they're all going to coach 2 people each.
Yeah.
So it's just that it's
Yes.
enabled us to do more with it.
Yeah.
I think what's really nice is I've never had delegates come to me so much to say I'm really enjoying that course as they are with this one. He said what he really likes about the learning modules is the YouTube videos, the fact it's not just traditionally learning. He likes the fact that it stops and changes, it's people talking about real life examples, it's videos to watch, and that interaction is finding that far better way of learning, because again it makes it real, it's not a theoretical book, it makes it come to life for him.
I found it really, really interesting because I've been doing this type of work for 25 years, but I've mainly been a trainer.
Yes.
So I've done a lot of training, a lot of telling people what to do, as opposed to coaching. So at the beginning I said, I'm going to find it really, really difficult.
Yeah.
So I find it more a lot easier for me just to explain what to do. So it did take me a lot of getting into it and understanding.
Like training,
for
learned
me,
behaviour.
going all the way back, because that's all I've done for a long period of time. But I found the online stuff really good, really simple, very colourful. I found it very colourful, it stood out, it gave you a lot of information. I liked the videos that we had to watch of the speakers.
How did you find it, Scott, then, in terms of using the online material?
The online stuff I thought was actually really useful. I really enjoyed how it was kind of broken down, because we delivered it week by week. I'm not sure how it would be delivered elsewhere, but I liked how you could break it down into the subjects, and we tackled one topic per week. But then also it gave me a chance to see that in practice as well when we were delivering the coaching sessions. The use of the videos and things put some real perspective into seeing it in action, which made it really kind of real, I guess. Do you agree?
Yeah.
And the workbook side of it, in terms of the way in which it sort of gets you to reflect and apply, and I know you took that then through.
Yeah, so for me that was again really useful, because it got you to think about just the reality of it and how to use that and how to implement that. So I think because again, you are doing an exercise which is based off the back of the content that you've just been reading about and learning about. It just makes it real.
Yeah. Easy to use, because I'm not very good at technology at all.
So the navigation you found easy
yes,
to use?
very easy to use.
Okay.
And the fact that when you went in, it just said you want to return to where you'd last
Yeah,
worked. So
that's
as soon as you
really
finish one module, if you logged in a few days later, do you want to go back to where you were? Yes, I do. Instead of having to go right back to the beginning.
starting again.
Yeah. So I found it, as probably the worst person for technology ever, I found it really easy to use.
Yeah.
The feedback we've had so far has been really encouraging, and I must be honest and say I've never had feedback as positive on anything else that we've really delivered. It's really encouraging when the delegates come to find you, to give you that feedback. We've not had to go, to source that ourselves. They've come to us. The delegates have found it a really useful course. The different elements that they're seeing on their e-learning has really supported their training. They liked the use of the videos, they liked the different length of the courses, and they felt it really flexed with what they needed. The positive feedback's been really encouraging from the coaching course, and as we go through the Motivating Teams one, we're really starting to see that come through as well. It's not traditional e-learning, it's not something that feels like that mandatory stuff that we're all used to and associate with e-learning. It's engaging, it's enlightening, it's got videos in, it really brings to life the topic that you're learning, and we've used it with workshops to enable our colleagues to practice what they've learned in that. And I think the learning that they've had, the workbook, the support they've got through it, the reflection that they go through with regards to the course that's supported in the e-learning as well as in the workshop, has really brought something to life, and it's really changed our view on e-learning.